Can we have your overview of the game, the last year, and how the game stands in Scotland at the moment?
It's been a very good year, in many respects, but in particular that we've created a vision that we can now implement because we've got the funding to do it. The BT deal is transformational, and going forward, the programmes that we set out last year and that we agreed with the clubs, with the council and with the board, we can now get on and implement.
Okay, there has to be investment to make those programmes work, so how has Scottish Rugby come to a point where it's able to make those programmes happen?
I think there's two things. One, to have the ambition to do what we're planning to do, and that's a very important part of getting the whole of the rugby community behind us. But the second element is then to be able to support that with funding. And you know, it's all too easy to be able to say, well, we can't do it because we don't yet have the money, or we're going to do it when we get the money. We've now got that. And it's the first time that we can say this is now going to happen, and it's going to happen for rugby in Scotland. It's great news for young people, it's great news for the clubs, and I'm delighted to be part of it.
That funding is in place. Where do you feel the priorities lie for Scottish Rugby in the year to come?
I've always felt that we don't do enough sport in schools anywhere, whether it's rugby or just sport of all types. So we're now going to be able to help create sport in schools that currently don't play enough sport, and in particular don't play rugby. So state schools in particular, you know, only 19% of our state schools are involved in rugby. Now if we can double that over the next 2 to 3 years, that'll be fantastic. It'll give a complete new expansion to our pool of players and potential players, not just for the international and professional game, but for the club game, to make sure that we've got more and more young people coming through. So that's always been the ambition, to make rugby attractive to young people and to be able to fund it.
The World Cup is next year, and that will gather quite a lot of the headlines and be seen as a priority by a lot of fans. But the priorities for Scottish Rugby, you talk about schools, you talk about academies, and how important are these factors to the growth and the benefit of the game? Well,
winning at the highest level has got to be our ultimate ambition. Our sponsors expect it, our spectators, our supporters expect it, and our clubs expect it. And it's interesting, young people are attracted to sport where we're seen to be very, very successful. And when you look at what Andy Murray did in tennis, suddenly we've got a whole generation of young people who want to play tennis. The same will apply with rugby. As we improve our performance at international level, more and more children, young people, will want to play rugby. And that's good for us and it's good for them.
One of the highlights last year was the success of Glasgow in reaching the Rabo Direct Pro 12, and they play in it's becoming increasingly competitive. So how important is it to maintain Glasgow and Edinburgh at the top level of European rugby?
I think it proves the point that when you do well, you get a following that grows and grows and grows. The attendance at Scotstoun grew last year to a level that we've not seen before, and that's because the team were doing well, not just winning, but we're doing well, we're playing well, we're committed, and when they were on the park they fought every inch of the game. And I think that's what the spectators expect. They understand at times we can't win every single game, but as long as it looks as if we've taken part and we've been competitive, then I think that's the entertainment value. And what we're doing here is we are entertaining people. We're making this game of rugby more and more entertaining, both the pre-game entertainment and the post-game entertainment. The bit in the middle, if we can win every time, would be fantastic. But I think Glasgow Warriors have proven that. Edinburgh this season have a lot to do, but we're now confident that they will improve. And looking ahead, Vern Cotter coming in to strengthen our international team and our coaching. You've heard today we've blooded 22 new young players, Scottish players, and that's good for the game and it's good for us, and we will be able to compete more and more at that level as we grow that pool through all the things that we've talked about, academies, schools, the pathway that we produce to get the best of our young people.